Hi guys, today we're going to talk about our flock of laying hens in the backyard. We've gotten questions from neighbors and friends about what it takes to keep them, how to set them up. So this is a video I've been working on for a long time, so I have a lot of clips of stuff me making it. But right now we're just going to name them. Oh, they're out of water. We're going to have to water them. So my daughter's here. She's going to tell you what all their names are. What are their names, Ellie?
So the big one with fat legs is Rocky. Sounds Rocky. And the two other ones are Salt and Pepper. The orange one and white one is Hermione, and the black and orange one and kind of brown is Percy.
It's Percy, yeah. So these are barred rocks, and this is an Americana, and that's a ginger queen, I think is what it's called, or cinnamon queen. Do you like having the gallinas?
Yeah, I really like them.
Alright, so let's put them back in here. I'm going to have to give them water in a moment. Oops.
Percy got out. Oh.
So let's see if they've laid any eggs this morning. Oh, they have.
So that one is, so this egg is Percy's.
Yeah, how do we know that?
It's because my dad just figured it out because iguanas normally lay green eggs.
Or blue, yeah. It's an Easter egger. It's different colors, and they all lay different color eggs, don't they?
Yes. And these three are Salt, Pepper, and Rocky.
Correct. Right. Alright, so we're back outside. I'm gonna give them some water. So this is a type of watering can that I got from the feed store in San Jose. It uses a vacuum to hold the water in place. So they're really thirsty and they can't wait, which I think is funny because they just had water yesterday. But they go through a lot of water. I probably fill this up every other day, and it holds about 1.5 gallons or 2 gallons, something like that. I used to have different type of waters. This metal one seems to work the best. There's other one, automatic waters, a lot of water all at once. But if you're going to store the water in a tub like this, it turns green and dirty, so it's better that you have to do it frequently, and it forces me to come out here and check on them and make sure they have water and everything. So this is my second flock. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of my first flock. So Rocky, this big one in the middle here, is about 5 years old. 4 years old. My first flock got lost to animals that were digging in and climbing inside. They took them out one by one over the summer. So that flock had, I had a Delaware, which was a bright white one. I had a Belgian Leghorn, which was skinny and a good forager, but loved to be up in the trees and always could escape. I must have gotten out of our tree at night maybe 10 times. I was so frustrated by that one. A Rhode Island barred rock, which we still have. It's been the dominant one, probably why she survived all the attacks. I had another orange one that looked similar to this called Red Sex Link. And the final one was called I think I want to say a well summer or summer. We used to call her summer. A heritage breed, very passive kind of bird, they're big. This group is all pretty good layers, and it's these four have kind of a different story. So we were traveling and we stayed at a B&B, an Airbnb, and that had a flock of birds, and they had a rooster, so the eggs were fertile. So we brought them home, and I built a makeshift incubator. I didn't think I was going to be able to hatch them, but we kept 9 eggs. 6 of them hatched. 4 ended up being roosters, so we had to give away. But the 2 that were hens were salt and pepper here. So we've had those since eggs. And so there's some sort of mix between a barred rock and actually an Easter egger, because that flock had blue eggs. So these 2 were actually hatched from green eggs, but they lay brown eggs. These 2 we got, they just happened to be on Craigslist that were exactly the same age as these 2. So after about 2.5 months, we realized that 4 of them were roosters, so we got rid of those, and we only had these 3 at that point. So I found these 2 in the back that were the same age, so we were able to integrate the flock. Took some time to put them together. When you have young ones and old ones, they tend not to get along too well, so it was good that we had 4 the same age. It helped kind of distribute the flocking tendency. And this one, the Americana that lays blue eggs, actually wasn't supposed to be a true Americana. It was just an Easter egger, but ended up being a blue egg layer. Usually they lay brown to green eggs. This one lays blue. Her first few eggs were very bright blue. It was neat. Yeah, so that's our flock.